A good midday Thursday, everyone. Roger Hill, VELCO Weather Hazards Forecaster. This is the VELCO Weather Hazards Outlook. The big picture, we can see a couple different troughs, and this is about 300 millibars or about the jet stream level. And what we can see is this upper level low that has been pinwheeling and kind of sitting over the region, bringing cooler than normal temperatures, and also bringing us a little bit of off and on flare-ups of showers and thunderstorms. We've been seeing a little bit of that. This is a kind of a lobe of a little bit of jet stream energy that's pushing in, and of course what it's working in is with that smoke layer and some of that Canadian wildfire smoke. This is really from out in parts of Alberta, British Columbia, and you can see this symbol right here. This is kind of at Fargo, North Dakota. That's indicating smoke. The visibility is being indicated that it's knocking it back below 6 miles. And so some of that smoke is kind of swirling around this upper level system, moving into the middle Atlantic states. Eventually this is going to be moving off a little bit to the east, and we're going to get this kind of picture here. And there is a source region north of Ottawa and Montreal that's going to get into the picture. However, it's not as bad as what we've been seeing, so I'm thinking the smoke densities are going to be a whole lot less. But needless to say, it's kind of hazy out there right now, and indeed this is a little bit of that Canadian wildfire smoke. The upper level low pressure center is going to be with us day by day, and it's setting the stage for a little bit of instability each afternoon, and that's popping up showers and thunderstorms. The thunderstorm activity is not very strong. That's the good news, and we don't have a lot of winds to organize those thunderstorms aloft. So at least at the jet stream level, a little bit of drier air in the mid-levels of the atmosphere once in a while can produce a little stronger wet microbursts. We saw a little bit of that yesterday. I think we'll repeat that this afternoon, but again, a little bit more of a shift into the northern regions, and I think the better chances for shower and thunderstorm activity today will be basically more aligned with Route 15 and north into the St. Lawrence Valley. In terms of temperatures, you can see that temperatures are held basically in the 60s here, and this is the near current readings here a couple of hours ago and through about now, or current times running about through noon. And you can see temperatures are warming up, but it's kind of chilly up in these parts. Of course, gradations, it gets much warmer as you head into the plains and the Ohio River Valley, and there is a heat wave that stretches in, a lot of Mexican air that has moved off the Mexico Plateau and basically into portions of the south, and that's where they're seeing the warmest temperatures. Looking at precipitation and pressure patterns, this is the low pressure center at surface, basically into northern parts of Maine, and what you can see, of course, is scattered shower activity. Now this is valid about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so as we run the model, what you can see is the showers kind of dissipate out. This is valid about 11 o'clock this evening, and then continuing, things dry up, and then it's kind of rinse and repeat. We'll see another flare up on Friday. That'll last a little bit longer into Saturday. And Saturday looks like an absence of thunderstorms, by the way, but a little better chances to get more heavier, fatter raindrops in the area, but absence of thunder. However, on Sunday, we're looking at more scattered showers and thunderstorms. And thunderstorms, to get thunderstorms, you have to have instability, and you have to have some kind of surface heating, so that means clouds cannot be too predominant, and so you need sunshine to get that surface heating going. But it looks like that'll be the case on Sunday as well as Monday, and it looks like even lasting a little bit into Tuesday. That might be the last day as high pressure then builds across the region for what could be beyond the outlook period of a couple, maybe 3 days in a row. We'll have to wait and see. Looking at the GFS ensemble centered on the grid point of Montpelier, what you can see here is 3-hourly QPF, so 3 hours, you're looking at the most concentration of rainfall. That's going to be taking place on Friday into Friday night. It looks like during the day on Saturday. And then it's more convective again with daily afternoon shower and thunderstorm activity developing on Sunday into Monday and Tuesday, and then going and beyond. Finally, we get into little precipitation here. Now, the total amount of QPF the entire period, however, is healthy, greater than 1 inch amount. So we're looking at nearer to above normal, basically slightly above normal to above normal rainfall with greater than 1 inch amounts. You can see the most latest run of the GFS is pretty healthy, greater than 2 inch amounts. So we're gaining on rainfall, no doubt about it. Looking at the quantitative precipitation forecast from the Weather Prediction Center, this is drier, below normal. This is above normal. And of course, you can see The heaviest rainfall here going into Vermont, kind of up the coast. Again, drier over here. And we're looking at generally greater than 1 inch amounts and more like 1.5 to 2 inch amounts in the state of Vermont. That upper level low configuration has been driving cooler anomalies into the region. So all of the east coast, eastern seaboard is below normal in temperature, and that continues even out west. It's been warming up in the Arctic. So meteorological output statistics show that temperatures will be running about -3 to -6 weighted compared to normal. A little bit of a warm up here. Roughly 3 days later, it looks like this. We get into neutral territory as that warm up tries to make some inroads toward Vermont. We are into June, and we're into the tropical cyclone season for the Atlantic, of course, and this is the June averages. There's been about 10 to 29 tropical storms over a 100-year period. Most of these seem to start in the Gulf of Mexico, cut across Florida, and work their way up as kind of a combination hybrid cyclone of some sort, working into, say, off the coast of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina, my old stomping grounds, and then continue out to sea. However, it is a little bit oddball. This is the latest sea surface temperature anomalies. Anomalies meaning what's warmer or what's colder than their base average normal. So look at this off of around the Cape Verde Islands. It's kind of crazy, and this extends into the Mediterranean and kind of the North Atlantic on the eastern side. However, things have considerably cooled off in terms of sea surface temperature anomaly. You can see here, this is the head wall of the Gulf Stream, kind of working its way toward Europe. But cooler than normal temperatures because there's been a series of cutoff lows out to sea, and it's just been cooling things off, and you're looking at the residual effects there. But this oddity here is very interesting. We're looking at an early start. There could be a projected storm, tropical cyclone that looks like a Cape Verde type storm. So there's going to be something that develops here. This is valid currently here, and what ends up happening is we start to see this. This is a little concerning. This looks more like an August type Cape Verde tropical cyclone, spinning up as a strong tropical storm or hurricane. Now, tropical storm force winds are in the blue and, of course, into the green, and we're starting to see a little bit of that here. And so this is the 51-member European ensemble. And that continues to track that is going to head sort of toward the Bahamas, and just a little bit early to see this kind of business, but it makes sense because of these warm sea surface temperature anomalies situated off the western part of Africa. And so consequently, this is what we're seeing here. We're looking at a 20% chance of a cyclone formation in 7 days coming in as the disturbance works its way off West Africa and then works into this medium development region. This could get going. We'll have to wait and see. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.